Welcome to the show. I am your host, Bryan Lee Whatley. Our story begins tonight with our very special guest, multi-talented musician, model, and actor, Joe Galaxy, discussing his work and his upcoming album release with his already chart-topping singles. This lyrical genius produces tones that make you, well, just want to get up and dance. It doesn't matter what flavor or style you are a fan of, Joe breaks barriers across techno, pop, rock, and hip-hop. And his inspiration really comes from the classical to the rock classics and the guys who bring hip-hop on the radio today. And even though Joe is a fast-rising star on the Music Media Moguls list, his modeling and acting career is moving just as fast with commercials, TV roles, and movies. Galaxy is really the definition of an entertainer, and he knows what they have to do in today's entertainment industry. He's constantly crossing boundaries and pushing the limits while still staying true to himself. And if you think that is all he cares about is his career, you would be sadly mistaken. Joe's heart is larger than life. He loves helping others and sponsors a girls' orphanage in Nicaragua and hopes by his reaching out to you, you will have compassion in your heart to reach out to them as well. So our musical guest tonight is, of course, Joe Galaxy, with his fast-moving singles, Bankroll and Crazy Sexy. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome, Joe. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, Brian. Thanks very much, man. I'm doing awesome. Thanks very much. Glad to be here.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure to talk with you about you and your work. I'm super excited about this interview with you. Your music's incredibly talented, just to start off. But before we get to that, I'd like to, if you don't mind, just giving our listeners a little bit of heads up about you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm, just an intergalactic being, coming from the central universe, and I'm here on the planet to really rock the music industry. Not only bring a beautiful sound, but a lot of fun. And a good vibe, positive energy, and just have a good time on the planet.
Nice, I like that, intergalactic being. That's pretty cool. It fits well with the name Joe Galaxy.
Thank you.
Some of the things I like to talk with in terms of musicians are like their influences, because it always amazes me whenever I talk to musicians from all around the world where they gather their inspiration. Now, I know this is pretty much a standard question for all musicians, but it's very important. And I noticed that you have one that's listed, which is also one of my favorites since I studied music as a little child, was Beethoven. Can you explain to why he's so important in your life and what he brings to your style of music?
Yeah, definitely. Classical music and Beethoven, Mozart, they all stem from back when I was in kindergarten. And, before school, my mother actually had me in piano lessons at a very early age. And, that started me. I just remember doing the lessons, Brian, and the kids would be outside playing, that they weren't in lessons. And really all I would do is keep looking out the window, wanting to be out there playing with them. Instead of, playing Mary Had a Little Lamb or whatever scale that I was doing at the time, at such an early age, most thing you really care about is playing, right?
Right.
So, but it did put a seed in my, it planted a seed. My mother planted a seed, and later she would take me to the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., and we'd go to, concerts and things like that, and it really influenced me to listen to classical music. So that's really what inspires me, is really, and also when I listen to music like that, I can just feel a brilliance, almost like the universe energy or God energy is flowing right into the universe. So that's really my influence, besides other type of music, but I really like that type of thing.
That's pretty cool, because you kind of mentioned in the terms of a spiritual enlightenment. And I think that's pretty important in today's day and age. A lot of people seem to leave that out. And Beethoven himself, and if you go back and look at his history, he believed in a lot of that as well. And matter of fact, in terms of music and tones, a lot of people believe in spiritual enlightenment is the key to overall happiness and being.
Right.
But it's interesting as well. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to add that this is an important thing I wanted to add, is because later in life, as a matter of fact, last year, I bought a Steinway and Son baby grand piano.
Nice.
And it's a 1947 classical piano. It has ivory keys. And, you know, I know that no one uses ivory keys anymore, and, you know, I wouldn't do that, but it's already been made. But, you know, it was like a lifelong dream to have one of these baby grands. So, again, it all stemmed from, you know, my mother trying to influence me in a positive way. So it just goes to show that things really matter what you do on a day-to-day basis. I just think that's, you know, so now I have my piano here, and I take lessons. It's not my focus, but it's just beautiful to have that influence.
Well, some of the other influences that I find rather extraordinaire, if you don't mind me using that word, is Nirvana and Led Zeppelin. And that's far from Beethoven. So why in particular those influences as well?
Yeah, well, you know, once again, it's these are artists who have been able to channel the universal or God energy into reality almost you know, purely, like literally comes straight through. And you know, the Zeppelin, you know, there's countless songs that they have that I could, you know, Stairway to Heaven, any of those songs. And Nirvana, definitely Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl. Those guys really did something amazing back then, back with that music. And so I just feel that, once again, I just picked up on the same energy, just in a different form. So I would like to embody that energy also just in my genre, or bend the genres and put it all together. And another thing, I used to produce music, and I would go through old records, rock and roll records, and you know, R&B music and soul music. And I would, one of the songs I made a while back, I found a Led Zeppelin song, and I found a hook in there, or 8 bars, and I just looped it backwards on the song and laid it over beats. And so no one knew what that sound was. And this was back when everyone used a lot of samples in their hip hop.
Right.
So you know, that's just something that, you know, that those are my influences, is going with sounds and looking for the great, just looking for that great feeling, that energy, the vibe.
With your inspiration coming from those particular people, and the people that you co-work with, such as Renegade Fox, do you feel that bringing them all together like that, because Renegade, you know, he's pretty tight with his music as well, do you feel that that's a really good mix and really brings out, because from talking to you, you seem to be a very spiritual person, and which is incredibly great, again, but do you feel that that whole mix together works out well?
Yeah, it does. You know, my experience with Renegade has been amazing, and I'm glad you picked up on my spirituality and, you know, I'm an awakened soul. I'm an indigo person, so I appreciate that very much. Yeah, so you know, that's one of the things for sure. And with Renegade, it's definitely been, you know, he really likes those influences, and he's an evolving artist himself. So you know, he's come a long way, and his music is going in the same direction. So we kind of synced up perfectly with what we're trying to do, and the sounds we're doing, and the music we're making. And it's kind of funny because, you know, that when you try to describe what it is, you might try to use an example and say, oh, it's a little bit like Black Eyed Peas and a little bit like something Flo Rida would make, but it's not. We're not copying any of those. We're bringing a new energy, a new sound. It's an evolution. So, you know, with Renegade, it's been just an amazing thing. That's what he wants to do. The thing I would say about Renegade is that everything he does is top quality. You know, he doesn't settle for anything that's not the best.
Exactly.
And yeah, no, it's really just something that I would say. And you know, he believes in going hard and going in on it 110%. You know, and creating a hit song. You know, something that's going to be really hot.
Right. Well, yeah, trying to label someone's music is very, very difficult, especially whenever you're bringing your own sound to it. And that's where I was also trying to pick up when I was listening to your singles that are out, like Bankroll and Crazy Sexy. But I couldn't really pick a label to it, and that's a great thing for me to believe, for a musician to be like, he's got a great new sound there. It's very, very positive, which leads me to my next question is, you have this phrase, love it. It's called positivity with an edge. Why that phrase?
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is that, a lot of times, the law of attraction, you get what your man becomes what he's thinking about all day long. And so a lot of times what happens is people, like, what I like to do is just be what the positivity and manifest positivity. But at the same time, we want to have a lot of fun. We're not, we want to have a good time. We want to get live in the club. We want to drink champagne, and celebrate. We want to live it up when we're supposed to. We want to celebrate our victories and focus on winning. But at the same time, we love the ladies. We love having our champagne. We love clubs. We love going out.
Right.
And having a great time, and we love looking good. We love being in shape. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have a good time. So I think positivity with an edge, it also, it also represents our personalities. I mean, we're go-getters. We're guys that take risks. We go hard. We live today, right now, as if tomorrow is not there. So, how would you live if you that's how you live? You go for it today. You don't say, well, I'm gonna put one foot in and see if I like this. You just jump in and go for it. And then the idea is that faith will present a security for you, more than being worried about what's going to happen. And I think positivity with an edge summarizes all of that and leaves us room to do whatever we want. So
yeah, exactly.
I think that's really what. And it's funny, like you were talking about. You couldn't put a label on it, and I have, for example, on my Facebook fan page, fans will come in and they're listening to the music or out, maybe they haven't heard Bankroll yet. So I say, here, listen, click on this link and listen, and let me know how you vibe with it. And they say, wow, it really caught me off guard. I really not into that techno type rap. And then they say, but I really like the song. I love it. That song is really amazing. And they turn out, the song catches them by surprise because of the combination of the what we put together really brings people into that genre. So I think that's cool. I think when you were saying how you reacted to it, I get that a lot. Pretty much people listen to it, and then there's I like that. That's hot. It's catchy. Another thing is they can go head to head with I think it's currently number 7 on all college radio, on the top 40 chart of all college hip hop radio.
Oh, cool.
So the song Bankroll is going head to head with straight up hip hop music, and it feels like it's going to go to number 1 maybe next week or something. But that says a lot for it, even though it's it almost has a pop feeling, but it's going head to head with straight up hip hop, and it's in the top of the charts.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. Congratulations on that, by the way. With being positive, I completely agree with your positivity on it. I like how you throw the edge side into it, taking the risks and taking the steps. You're around so many people. You've got thousands of listeners, thousands of followers. Do you ever get faced with negative people that they're just either having a bad day or they're just kind of draining on you? And if so, then how do you handle that? How do you stay? Because you're so active, you're doing so many different things. How do you stay positive whenever you don't necessarily have a positive person around you? Or do you try to bring them up?
Yeah, no, that's a very good question, Brian, because I get people on, and I know you're going to give me an opportunity to tell my fan pages. Facebook, it's on the Joe Galaxy,
right?
The THE Joe Galaxy. But sometimes people will come in and they don't know who I am, and they'll say, "Who are you?" Or "Why should I listen to you?" Or I don't know if you can say this on air. They'll say, "You're gay." They'll just say it. Like little kids will just say that. It's like they're just taking a fight with you. You know, and I said, oh, really? and I just turn it around and I just joke back with them. I never respond like, no, I'm not, or I don't respond at all, except for I try to turn them into my friend and my fan. And then that's, another thing I do is I spend about 2 to 3 hours a day on personal development. I read personal development, wealth creation, mindset, in the morning when I get up and I'm having coffee, and at night.
Really?
So I'm always concentrating on putting my mind and my energy, because a person is just an energy system, and it starts with what you're thinking and feeling. So what I can control in the world, Brian, is what I think and what I feel. And if I it's basically like programming or brainwashing myself to be what I choose to be consciously, and then the universe kind of follows what comes from an inside out thing. So that's how I handle, people's fears. People say, well, you're putting yourself out there like that, and I'm like, what do you mean? That's exactly what I'm supposed to do, because maybe they don't have the courage to do it, or they just haven't developed that, and it's just a process. So I really I work on my own personal development to handle it, and I think that's where it is. And another thing is I'm fortunate to be so active in developing. I work out. I have a vocal coach. I go to the studio. I have acting lessons. I have a personal trainer. My diet. So it's pretty much a process, that I follow. So it keeps me focused on what I'm supposed to do instead of worrying about what other people think and feel. Although, to be honest with you, Brian, I do care what people think and feel.
Right.
Yeah, I can't say I don't care. I just don't care.
Exactly. Well, I like how you try to turn them around and make them your friends. And I really like the fact that you study and read personal books in terms of personal development and improvement. I think that's huge, and a lot of people need to realize that in today's day and age, when sometimes the economy or things aren't going all that great, there's a couple of things that can lift yourself up. One is definitely your spirituality in it. 2 is music, and 3 is you expanding your horizons in your viewpoints and listening to others. And I think you're doing all of that in an awesome way. And you're obviously talking about working out. I love working out myself. You're incredibly buff. And you mentioned this. You mentioned this before. So congrats on that. It's hard to work out and stay such a busy schedule, stuff like that. How does fitness help you in your work, and why is it so important in your life?
Yeah, that's a great question, also, Brian, because about 2 years ago, a very good acting coach of mine here in Miami. His name is Stuart Solomon. He said, you got to go see this trainer, and you got to you have to start working out and make that be your core. Make that be the core. Even if it's an actor, your training is your physical body. Make that be the basis, like a basis of everything you do, instead of it being an auxiliary thing that you're doing. Make it be the core thing, and I did. I took him up on that. I hired a personal trainer. I started out about Brian. I think I was like 22% body fat.
Wow.
Not really. If I show you the before and after pictures, you'll just go, that's amazing. And so I just want to know that fast forward for 2 years of basically 3 to 5 times a week, really hitting it hard with high intensity training. My trainer is amazing. Heinz he's also a professional bodybuilder. And, I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder. I'm looking to just look good as an artist.
Right.
And it really, from just consistent hard work, showing up, and it really helps. I feel it helps, energetically, as well as I feel good. The diet, I also have a diet that goes with it. And it's a very balanced diet. It's nothing crazy thing that you can't maintain. And it's been a really good thing because it projects. You always want to project success, and I always want to project positivity. And I feel that the body is just an extension of the instrument. So we have a great time. We look great, and that's pretty much how it works. So.
That's cool. It looks like you should be on a Bowflex commercial. So whatever you've done over the last few years in your personal trainer, and it's interesting because you said you have a personal trainer. I would have thought you were a personal trainer. So congratulations on all that hard work and sticking to it. And
just want to add to that, maybe there's some products out there that need a really buff guy that they want to have. Really, I'm here. I'm available, so just give me a call.
See you on the next P90X commercial.
Right. That'd be really funny.
That would
like, is that Joe Galaxy? What's he doing? I thought he was doing music. I guess things aren't working out.
Oh, dude, that would rock, man. See you on some Bowflex or P90X or something else. You never know, it could be a Weight Watchers commercial. You know, I don't know. One of these, like you said, one of these product endorsements. Check out his website, joegalaxy.net. Give him a contact.
But just not that one. Yeah, just not that one. You know, what is it that guy's shaking it with his hand? I don't know. That one's weird.
The shake weight. The shake weight.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not doing that one. Unless it's a Saturday Night Live skit, and we're doing it to be crazy, you know. Oh my god.
Oh man, I first saw that commercial or that video or whatever at Buffalo Wild Wings one night, just sitting around having a drink with some friends, and I looked up and saw that on the Bigtron, and man, I rolled for about 30 minutes. I could not believe that thing. You know, apparently it works. I don't know. I don't have one. I won't try it. I like lifting out. I used to bodybuild a little bit, and but it just doesn't seem like one that I would do either.
I can tell you a simple statement. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Now that's positivity with an edge.
Right. Exactly.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I also believe in doing things for the community and doing things for others. A lot of time I spend outside of my family and my kids. I love to give back to other people who either just need a friend, or they just need a helping hand, or the community needs something done. And so a lot of my time is spent giving back, or giving with, or giving beside. And you do that as well. You sponsor a girls' orphanage in Nicaragua. Why is that so important to you? And can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, again, with pleasure, because this is something that's really close to my heart. I went down to Nicaragua on a tour around 2008 or 2009 timeframe, and part of the tour we went to an orphanage. To be honest with you, I really didn't want to go. I thought it was going to be like, it's going to bring me down. I was going to be depressed. But actually, it turned out to be a great friendship. Came out of it right away. When I was there, we became friends with. It's a Catholic orphanage, so we became friends with the sisters who run the orphanage. And you got to realize Nicaragua is a third world country or underdeveloped country. So things are a little different there than they are here. So when you talk about people that could use your assistance, they really could. And the nun there, about halfway through the visit, she started crying, and we asked her in Spanish, "Why are you crying?" She said, "Well, there's like a number of these girls, they don't have like a sponsor, or what they call a padrino." Mm-hmm. And when that happens, the government will if they have a padrino, the government says, okay, and they'll leave them in one place. But otherwise, they start shuffling them around to other orphanages. So, I right away on the spot, I sponsored 2 of the girls there. And what that basically means is, there's a small amount of money you're going to give them. And I just took it to the next level. I would bring them school uniforms and clothes. But then when I show up, I started going down there a lot. I have a real estate project down there. It's called the La Jolla Eco Community. And, just imagine you're showing up, there's 24 girls, and they're bringing stuff for 2 of them. So, bringing them a new book bag or new blouses or anything, if you have a daughter, anything they would need or deserve to have in their life. So I ended up just starting to bring all of them. I bring them lots of school uniforms and clothes, and then we started taking to another level where not only would we come and bring them stuff, we'd take them on field trips. So we'd go somewhere that that they wouldn't normally do. I'd rent a big bus, and the nuns and the girls would get on the bus, and we'd take them. Sometimes we'd go play soccer at like a polo field and have lunch, and we have a great time, and it just gets them away from that environment into a more of a fun environment, and then we spend quality time. I would bring people down, friends down, and other people who were interested in looking at real estate in Nicaragua, and then they would also go on the tour with us. So what the cool thing about that was that then those people, like say they buy in Nicaragua, they would also start taking interest in supporting those girls. So it became like a thing where everyone who's involved with the La Jolla Eco community would then sponsor girls or just contribute in some way. And I don't want to go on too long about it, but basically the next thing that happened is they got to be too many girls, and then they started to build a new orphanage. So we helped them with the construction on that. But it's an ongoing thing, Brian. So it's really important, and there is a universal law about giving back. It comes back, tenfold also. Right. So it's something I just desire to do, and I just anything I can do to make the world a better place, and I'd like to do more of that on a bigger scale as my career improves. So,
right. What's the name of the orphanage, and how can people help out as well?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for asking that. Because they can go directly. I'll have to email you. It's called Hogar Madre Albertina Casa de las Niñas.
Okay.
So, and let me just say it one more time. Hogar Madre Albertina Casa de las Niñas. And they're in Granada, Nicaragua. So, anyone can reach out to them and then send them money. Or the only thing I would say, honestly, is a lot of Americans send them toys, and they have plenty of toys. They don't need toys. They need things that your daughter will need, realistic things they can use. So I would just say anything but toys. So they get plenty of those. People just send them, and that's not what they need.
Yeah, I completely understand. Well, I think it's so great because I grew up in a Boys and Girls Club, and I like to give back to children as well.
Thanks a lot, and I really appreciate that you gave me an opportunity to give their name and let other people reach out to them. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so music-wise, you're multi-talented. You do all kinds of serious songs. The two that you have right now that I want to talk about, starting off with, is Bankroll, and then we'll go into Crazy 60. But let's talk about Bankroll. You were talking about this earlier in terms of sometimes people won't necessarily understand the music. Once they listen to it, then it's addictive. I promise people, whenever you listen to the song, it's going to get onto you, and you're going to be singing it. And you have this phrase in there, some of the lyrics, you don't mind me quoting, I think I'm quoting it correctly, is, "Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. Welcome to my galaxy. You can join my party." And that's a whole lot saying right there, because you're inviting people in to come party with you, that to be part of your life. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it, and I think that's a positive message as well. The song is called Bankroll, but what's your meaning? What's your thoughts behind the song and your writing with it? And how difficult was it to write? Because there's a lot of tunes in it.
Yes. Well, definitely. Again, this is like, the first thing I thought about with this song was that, I'm not going to make a song about making money, but this is the sound of my money making money. And that's basically what Bankroll is. And, the thing that I wanted to convey was a song for people who are getting it, for people who are on their game, people who are winning, and people who are focusing and believing on that. And if that's how you are, and you're all about it, then you're welcome to the party. Otherwise, sorry, no access.
Cool.
We want to focus on winning, and nothing against people that are losing or constantly talking and thinking about that. that's their game. But we're over here winning, so we're going to the top of the food chain. So the only way to do that is to focus on surrounding yourself with the right people and projecting that and being that, really being that. So that's really what it's about, and that's what the song is about. That's what the whole movement is about. So that's perfect for their first song coming out. That's really what Positivity with an Edge is.
Yeah, because you exemplify that message coming from your song there. It's like you almost took your whole belief system and threw it into the song, and kind of laid it out for everybody, which is kind of challenging and daunting for a lot of musicians to do. Sometimes they really like talking about themselves or their life into their work, and sometimes they don't. They just throw something together. No offense to those musicians that do that, but whenever you take your soul, your core, your inner self, and you put it into your work and you put it out to the public and say, this is really me, and this is what I'm about. If you want to join in, then please come, but don't bring the negativity with you. Always stay positive. That's a huge message. Does it worry you that people won't necessarily interpret it that way?
No, they'll get it. People have asked me about this, just like you have, Brian, and that's another thing I wanted to say is it's such, creating music is such a great medium. It's the ultimate medium. I think it's better to make movies or writing. Music is the ultimate, and it also to do that in a fun, exciting way. So not only to do it, but you're at the club and you're at Live or you're at the club and that song is banging, you're having a great time, and it's going in your mind consciously and subconsciously. At the same time, you're having a great time. So I think, people get it. People really get that, and that's one of the exciting things about it is that I've seen where people get it right away. Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, when I listened to it, I had to throw it on my phone. I was just like, oh yeah, this is pretty tight. This is one of those songs I would work out to and kind of get inspired and just move with. Like if the other day I was sitting around my weight room and said, I don't really feel like working out. I need something kind of uplift me. And I thought about this song. I was like, you know what? That's an addictive song. I need to listen to it. And sure enough, I started getting my feet started tapping. I started getting into it. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's hit the treadmill now. And so
cool.
It was pretty cool.
That's really hot, man. I appreciate that. That's what I work for, man. Just for that. Thank you.
Oh, definitely.
Here's our musical guest, Joe Galaxy, singing the motivational new song, Bankroll, featuring Renegade Fox.
That's the sound of my money making money. I rock the Taj Mahal, ball out at Mandalay Bay, floss seats at the MGM Grand. My life gets better every day. With struggle comes success. Then when you play, you pay. That's why I stay on my grind. I won't have it any other way. Welcome to my galaxy. They say the best things in life are free. Yeah. Go hard or go home. Stay in your focus zone. But you're not welcome here if you ain't got your own. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. If you're getting money and you're holding your own, you can join my party, you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party. Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. If shorty's just a kill and she's ready to roll, song about making money, but this is the sound of my money making money, money, money. Renegade. My hustle was like a motor and me up, I'm out of here. I gotta get paid, it's my motto. Walk throughout the hemisphere and atmosphere. Yeah, hard work pays off. I'm a self-made boss. Flip any grip I come across. Acrobatic, yeah, I get it. Everything I rap about, I live, it's magical. So exquisite, if you with it, you can visit my world, but make sure you don't wear out your welcome, baby. Welcome, your panties are sexy, and watch me melt them. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Renegade, come on, let's go. Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. If you getting money and you're holding your own, you can join my party, you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party. Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. If shorty's just a kill and she's ready to roll, you can join my party, you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party. Stands for grind, assets I'm getting mine. Is for life, all day, every time. X Factor, I'm way beyond a human being. It's cause I can make profit out of anything. This is the life I live, my party never ends. My world's a parallel, success is in the wind, and I feel it on my skin. My only logic is win. If I can do it once, I'll do it again and again and again. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. If you getting money and you're holding your own, you can join my party, you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party. Ain't nothing moving but my bankroll. If shorty's just a kill and she's ready to roll, you can join my party, you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party.
Your other song that's out, Crazy Sexy, I think you exemplify that as well. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, definitely. I love that song, Crazy Sexy. Yes. Crazy Sexy, I was trying to decide whether to come out with Crazy Sexy first, or Bankroll first. But Crazy Sexy is a hot song. This is a perfect song for, it's 1 o'clock at night in the club, and everyone's really on their groove. It's more about the women, hot women. We want to honor hot women, and it's like it's about that moment where you're about to bust a move.
Yep.
So so that's the thing, man. It's like, but we want to do it in a way or like girls, they're getting ready to go to the club and they're putting on their makeup and they're playing that song and they're excited about the night. So that song is really, really funky. I mean, I really think that either one could have came out first, but yeah, definitely.
Have you made the video for Bankroll or Crazy Sexy yet? I looked around and I couldn't find it.
No, we haven't. We're actually working on the script now for Bankroll.
Okay. Well, whenever you get into doing the video for Crazy Sexy, I picture a whole lot of hot women, bikinis, or whether they're at the club bar, at the beach, or whether they're out at the gym, whatever. I want to be an extra in that video. Definitely, man. I'm a visionary. I love seeing things in visual aspects, and whenever I hear music, a lot of times the music comes out in a vision for me, and I just kind of just see it in my mind, and that's the way I learn, that's the way I feel. And when I saw that one, I was like, oh, this is going to be such an awesome video. So Bankroll's pretty tight as well, but when it comes to the visual aspect of it, like you said, you got to represent the ladies of the club, or ladies in general, and that one's pretty tight.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a call then, Brian. I got the idea. It'll be right there in the VIP with us.
All right, cool.
Please enjoy this next song, the infectious dance club anthem titled Crazy Sexy.
She's crazy, crazy sexy. You're a sexy chick. I wanna love you. You're amazing, baby. I just wanna love you. She's so crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy. Crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, you're sexy. Amazing, baby. I just wanna love you. Top down with the volume up. She's ready and willing to. I was in the cut, palming her butt. Patrol no rock, 6 shots ain't enough. Damn, her swag is mean. I wonder how she fit that ass in jeans. I mean, it busted, it seems. Could've sworn I seen it in a magazine. That Rose's got her geeked up. Seen the Maserati from the lobby and she freezed up. I've seen her knees buck, now she's trembling every time we touch. Racks on racks, girl, I wipe my the mission. You can't compare me to these other dudes. Put your head down, keep your shoes off, get comfortable. I already bagged you. There's no need for cuffing you or loving you. All I wanna do is get them clothes off. Your body is crazy, baby, and that so soft. We about to get up, then later we gon' we about to get up, then later we gon' you know it's on tonight. You know it's on tonight. You know it's on tonight. We about to get
You're
up.
a sexy chick. I wanna love you. You're amazing, baby. I just wanna love you.
She's so crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy.
You're amazing, baby. I just wanna love you.
I wanna please you, I wanna touch you, and it ain't no mystery that I wanna you. Going up a drone lap dance in the VIP.
I'm throwing stacks of money, baby. You gon' spend the night with me. Bring all your friends, and they looking very tempting.
Ride it, baby, deeper, deeper. You take every inch, and I got them thighs trembling. Rub this money on your skin. We throwing back shots. I don't believe in sipping.
Sexy chick, I wanna love you. You're amazing, baby. I just wanna love you.
She's so crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy, sexy, crazy,
You're
sexy.
amazing, baby. I just wanna love you.
We about to get up, then later we gon' we about to get up, then later we gon' you know it's on tonight. You know it's on tonight. You know it's on tonight. We about to get up.
Did it take you long to write these songs?
Yeah, I mean, they're about, I think each one took about a month to put together. I don't know if that's a long time. I think that's pretty fast, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make songs faster, but we really want to make them fast, especially the ones we're putting out first. What's funny is that we're working on the album now, and there's actually the next songs are even better. So it's like we're evolving as we create the album. Which that was my goal, anyways. That my debut album is every song on it is a banger. They're all awesome. And so how some albums are put out and maybe they have 5 good songs and 10 kind of filler songs are not as good.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to do that. I want to do the whole album super hot.
Yeah. It's interesting you mentioned the word filler because that's exactly what I was going to say as well. A lot of times musicians will put out, just like you said, 2 or 3 good songs on it, or maybe 5 songs, half the album, and the other ones are just fillers in order to fill the rest of the tracks on it. And I think that's I don't necessarily agree with that. I think when you put your work out there and you make an album, put all of you into it. Be positive, have that positivity with an edge, like you say, into every piece of work you do. Don't just settle for music. Don't just settle for your work. Whether you're an author, whether you're a filmmaker or an actor, whatever you do, a mathematician, whatever you do, put all of it into your work. And whenever you hear some of these albums that come out, and the reason why I asked you about it being so fast is there are some musicians who write extremely fast. I've heard of them doing them, and it took me a couple of days to write a song. And I've heard other ones say, no, we spent, like you said, like a month on this. I think that's a perfect time frame. I always think that somewhere around a month to write a song, it means something to you because the track lay down. For musicians who's never written their own songs and done the editing on the work and everything, it's a lot of work. It's hard to do. And so when you said that you put an album or so into each a month or so into each one, I think that's awesome. And the fact that you've got this album coming out, it's debuting this year, right? 2012, early this year.
Yeah, early this year, definitely. And like I said, I really can't wait to put it out, but at the same time, I want to make sure that my goal is fulfilled, that they're all top quality, hot songs that people just want to play them on the radio, play them in the clubs, play them when they're working out, and they have 15 songs that are hot instead of 3 or 4. So,
Right.
I mean, that. And when I succeed at that, and I will,
Nice.
it could be a classic. It could be a classic album,
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Do you have a name for it yet?
This is a good question. I mean, we have a crazy name, and I'll explain it if you want to. But part of being positivity with an edge is that we are, I'm a little bit crazy, I can get a little crazy.
Most geniuses are.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is that, I sound intellectual,
Yes.
but I can be crazy all of a sudden. So we actually thought about a song, the album being called Intellectual Idiot. So I know it's a little bit wild, but it kind of fits me, and it kind of pops. So it might be the Intellectual Idiot.
Intellectual Idiot. Well, I thought you were going to say it was positivity with an edge. That I'm telling you, man, you need to put that on a bumper sticker or a T-shirt or something like that. That's marketing material right there.
Yeah. Well, we could go that route too, and it'd be positive with an edge. It could be welcome to my galaxy.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
We haven't come to, I think the most crazy one is the Intellectual Idiot, but that one looks like, who the hell is that guy? So it's a weird name.
It sounds like something LMFAO would put out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know if I want to go that route. I got nothing. I love them. They're great, but I want to make sure positivity is the edge might be it there. Thanks, Brian. I'm gonna take your. I'm gonna call you when I need some advice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, most definitely. As a multi-talented artist, you're considered what I would call a triple threat. You not only are you a musician, but you're an actor as well. You've done various commercials. You've been in a couple of different episodes. What are some things there that you're hitting in that area?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I went on an audition here in Miami for some MTV spot, and I haven't gotten the call back yet. But it's kind of funny that I'm also working that on a daily basis. And I'd say that the most notable thing I did on camera would be I've done some independent films, and I also did. I was a bad guy on America's Most Wanted.
Oh, really?
If you can believe it. It was pretty. Yeah. So it was fun. It was funny to play a bad guy like that, and and be a wanted person, and But I've done stage. I'm classically trained in Shakespeare and comedy and stage actor. So I really enjoy that as well. But that's a route I would like. I'd love to. Someone on my Facebook page said that I'm starting to look like an action figure. So maybe I can.
That's a compliment.
And then I even had someone. Yeah, I'll take it. And then someone said that I'm starting to look like the Rock. So maybe I can get into that realm of doing some adventure movies or things like that. That would be really fun. Or play a bad guy in an adventure movie against the Rock.
So for future projects and shows that you're working on, other stuff that's coming up, besides you got the album coming out and it's debuting out this year. Talk about some of the commercials. What are some of the other things that you're doing?
The main thing I'm focusing on is the album. The tour is being developed, to go on tour, and that's pretty much what I'm working on now. Is I'm focusing on those things. Once the album's out and we're doing tours and things, we'll see what else makes itself available. Like I said, my door's open and I'm ready to receive. So I think 2012 is going to be it already is shaping out to be a best year yet.
Nice.
And 2012 is back to spirituality. I think the Mayan calendar has marked the evolution of consciousness. So whatever we put out as our intentions will happen much quicker this year. So I think my thing right now is to focus on to focus instead of doing a whole bunch of things. This year I'm focusing in on the music. I'd love to get some endorsements, and I'd love to do some, if the right movie opportunity presents itself, I'd love to do that. But doing shows and things and getting out there and interacting with fans and developing that is really what I see myself doing mostly this year.
That's cool. I agree. Throw it out to the universe. Let the universe know, and that's the only way you can start getting stuff out. And eventually it'll come back to you. You just got to stay focused with it. I completely agree with you on that. And when you mentioned the Mayan calendars and the whole reasoning behind 2012 and the hype about it and everything else, I think a lot of people are looking at sometimes they look at the negative side of whatever the Mayans were trying to portray at the end of the world and everything else. And I don't necessarily believe in that. I believe, just like you said, this is going to be a very, very positive year for so many people in so many different ways that it's gonna remap a lot of things in our community and our local or national, even worldwide levels. It's just so many things that happen, and I think people are even starting to see that now. Just like you mentioned, it's 2 weeks into this year, and it's already everybody's just feeling very, very positive, and I like to see that continue throughout the year. Are there any major cities for your tour that you know that you'll definitely be hitting, or how can people say, hey, please come to our town?
Yeah, well, I would just thanks for asking that, because what I would say is for anyone to just their local radio station that's top 40 and rhythmic and hip hop should call in and request Bankroll to be played, and we'll definitely be going to those places where we're getting the most love, for sure. So that I'd really appreciate that if people call in or they go on the request line online and say, please play Bankroll, Joe Galaxy. Bankroll featuring Renegade Fox. That'd be tremendous. I would appreciate that tremendously. And as far as cities, we're probably going to get a lot of love right now in California and Orlando, definitely here in Miami, and Madison, Wisconsin, and Illinois, and Oklahoma, in Texas. I think Paso was being played, but we're getting more and more cities every day. So, by the time someone's listening to this, we might be fully national. And at that time, just like I said, the more love we get, the more likely we'll be there. So, please call and request us. Nice.
Yeah, definitely. The only way, sometimes radio stations will play it is if through the request of the local people calling in. And in terms of websites, other information on how people can look you up, can you throw out some .nets and some .coms for
Definitely.
us? Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Brian. Well, my website is joegalaxy.net. Okay. And my Facebook is facebook.com, and then just type in the Joe Galaxy, THE Joe Galaxy. And my Twitter is Joe Galaxy 1, the number 1, so Joe Galaxy 1. And my YouTube is Joe Galaxy, so the number 1 and then Joe Galaxy. I think that pretty much covers all the online stuff. So, and you can get my email. It's easy, joegalaxy@joegalaxy.net. If you're interested to book interviews or shows, or just contact me.
Right. Nice. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't start mentioning your phone number there. I was gonna have to bleep you out and be like, "Oh, sorry, ladies.
We can't. And my phone number.
Yeah, we can't give out Joe's phone number on there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, for the ladies, here's the phone number.
Oh man, that's awesome. So, do you have any final thoughts or anything you would like for everyone to know, our listeners, your fans, things like that?
Yeah, definitely. I just want to say I really appreciate the support and love I'm getting. Just getting it, especially on my fan page. And for anyone who's an artist or you're pursuing your goals and dreams, I'd say just go for it, because life is too short not to do it. And just most importantly is believe in yourself and find a way every day to believe in yourself. And it's from the inside out. So that's really it. Don't look at what your current situation isn't reality. What you're manifesting is reality. So don't say, oh, I don't have the money, or I don't have the body, or the desire to create it, you know. And that's all I would say is that believe in yourself and enjoy life. You know, this is you know, if you've had any people that, you know, just on a serious note, if you've had any loved ones that passed away, you can see someone can be here today and gone tomorrow. So just live today, you know, live right now, in the moment right now. And you know, the thing is, Brian, the past doesn't exist and the future doesn't exist. All that exists is right now. So.
That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep, man.
Yeah,
I like that.
deep.
That's another T-shirt bumper sticker right there.
Hey, they can go on business. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Well, on behalf of everyone, all our listeners and everybody, I want to thank you, Joe, for being on our show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Definitely your positivity with an edge. You inspire that so much in your work that you do, everything that you produce, all the people that you're around. It's definitely come out on the show. You're an inspiration. Everybody needs to go check out his website, joegalaxy.net. Out on Facebook is The Joe Galaxy. His YouTube account is One Joe Galaxy, and his Twitter is Joe Galaxy 1. And check out his songs, Bankroll and Crazy Sexy. Trust me, you're gonna want to put this on your iPod. You're gonna put this on your mobile phone, your smartphones, whatever else, and just start listening to it. It's gonna get addictive. Trust me. When you hear it, you know, I warned you. That's all I got to say. You know, I warned you, because this is some good music right here. So thanks, Joe. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome weekend, a beautiful week for next week and for the whole rest of the year.
Thanks very much, Brian. And you know, I really enjoyed talking to you and enjoyed being on your show. So thanks again for that. And I just want to say that Bankroll will be available on iTunes. So that's another thing I forgot to say. So thank you.
Okay, nice. Love iTunes. Cool. It'll be hitting #1 pretty soon. I know, on top of the chart.
Thank you. Thanks again. I really had a great time. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Joe. All right, bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
And one more time, because this song is so awesome, I want to rock your wallet with it. Here's Joe Galaxy singing Bankroll.
Ball out at Mandalay Bay, floss to the MGM Grand. My life gets better every day. With struggle comes success. Then when you play, you pay. That's why I stay on my grind. I won't have it any other way. Welcome to my galaxy. They say the best things in life are free. Yeah. Go hard or go home. Stay in your focus zone. But you're not welcome here if you ain't got your own. Let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Ain't nothing moving from my bankroll. If you getting money and you're holding your roll, then you can join my party, you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party. Ain't nothing moving from my bankroll. If shorty's just a kill and she's ready to roll, then you can join my party. Welcome to my galaxy, you can join my party. And I say, America, I said I'd never do a song about making money, but this is the sound of my money, making money, money.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
At Taylor Gifts, we do customized monogramming and embroidery. We can monogram anything from a simple one name on a bib for a baby to a customized logo on a company shirt. We can make gifts for your wedding entourage and gifts for your friends. Label your children's items for school and put names on jerseys for sports. If you have items of your own you want them monogrammed and embroidered, we can do that. Tailor Gifts are sewn with high-quality thread on a professional embroidery machine. So go to the website www.tailorgifts.net, call 251-391-4354, Email sales@taylorgifts.net. Visit us at ETSY and Facebook us. We are ready for your orders.
Welcome to WROM, Realms of Music Radio and Social Network. We support independent artists and talk shows, hosting a large discussion forum and an artist gallery. We also have a large social network combining the best of Facebook and MySpace into one. So make sure you submit your music to us and create a profile to promote yourself today. That's realmsofmusic.com, the best of music radio.
The Ghost Tales Television Network, GTN. GTN is designed to give the paranormal TV and filmmaking community the opportunity to showcase their talents and creations. If you believe you have what it takes to create your very own TV show and or short film and you would like the opportunity to showcase your creations, you may contact us at ghosttales.tv@gmail.com or call 901-377-7166 for more details. Make sure you visit ghosttalestv.com. GTN, America's Paranormal Superstation.
I want to thank you for listening to our show. I am your host, Bryan Lee Whatley. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next time when another story begins. Until then, love and light.